Hello, LT Volk here with another episode of Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode playthrough. In this episode, we're gonna continue looting the items up here, including the Dark Amethyst for the Necromancy of Thay book we found, and right afterwards we're gonna go and try our hand at the Owlbear. Seems to be one of the toughest bosses in the wilderness, the first area.
Never a dull moment.
So we'll see how it goes for us.
Way forward.
But first, let's move down here, loot all the items that we can.
Endless dark. Transfixing, isn't it? Who knows what's down there?
Well, after you.
Up here, if you use a scroll, potion, or spell of Featherfall, you can jump down this hole to get to the Underdark. It's just an alternate entrance. We're not gonna do that because I prefer going through the Zentrum hideout. Alright. Karlak, grab your daggers and javelins that you threw.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yep. And this guy right here is gonna go to Gale.
Lost in thought.
Doesn't really do much for him, but looks slightly cooler. Looks really snazzy. So it's like fashion souls. Sometimes I'd rather wear something that looks cool than something that gives the best stats. And I think that's all for this area. So we're just gonna warp out back to the Blighted Village waypoint. And take a quick long rest. Because we're pretty hurt and out of spell slots. Let's see.
Moving
Ooh,
ahead.
Scratch's got something to say. Scratch! Hello.
The dog holds a well-chewed ball in his mouth.
Hand that over.
All right. It's only fair that you enjoy it too. But if you feel like throwing it, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Of course you wouldn't. Alright, Scratch, here you go. Oh, and we got the Find Familiar spell now. Here you go, Scratch. You can have the ball. Go grab it. You're a good boy, Scratch. My dog is actually like addicted to fetch. He can play it for hours if I let him. Alright, Astarion, what do you got to say?
Looking at something.
How did you know I was there?
The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition. It doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you.
Do you miss it? Seeing your own face?
Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
It's for the best. You're not exactly aging gracefully.
Aging? What do you mean, aging? I'm a vampire. Forever young.
Sure, but was your mole always so prominent?
My... what? But I don't... Excuse me.
Doing a little trolling. Okay, Karlak, got anything interesting to say?
Copper for your thoughts.
Nope, I guess not. Alright, it doesn't seem like anybody else got anything interesting to say, so we're just gonna take the long rest here. And we'll proceed on to the owlbear nest. Come on, let's go. Leave camp. As always, we're gonna do our pre-buffs here. Cast Long Strider on everybody. And then cast Speak with Animals on my character. And Gale's gonna cast his Mage Armor. And gonna recover that spell slot with his special ability. There we go.
No time to rest. If not over, then through.
Good deal. Now, I know I said that I'm going into the bosses mostly blind as far as their legendary actions go, but I actually spoiled the owlbear fight for myself a little bit because somebody on the boards was talking about how the owlbear cub remained aggressive through the fight, and I was reading through it and kind of spoiled it. So I know there is going to be a second owlbear, and that in order to recruit owlbear cub, you have to kill the father first and then the mother. If you do it otherwise, the owlbear cub remains aggressive.
Stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt.
Yep. And I think I've got a pretty good plan of action and how to deal with it. Karlak gave Gale a couple of potions of speed, so he's gonna be like bursting a lot of damage at the beginning of the fight.
My mind and, well, in it.
But first, as always, Shadowheart's gonna cast Bless on the relevant characters.
Let's get going.
I'm gonna cast a Bardic Inspiration on Gale so he can dodge an attack if needs be.
Is that blood?
And now we're gonna initiate this conversation
One
here.
day I'll catch a break.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness.
What's this? Something weak, something tender. Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
You're injured. There's still half a spear lodged in your head.
It's a splinter. I've gutted bigger threats than you with worse.
Just allow me to leave. I'm no threat to you or your cub. And here, since I already cast Bless, I don't want to cast Guidance from Shadowheart because that's gonna cancel out Bless. Realized that I've done it a couple times in previous fights, so we're just gonna roll for it. Alright. Pretty easy
You're
success.
small, weak. Killing you would be a waste of time. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Alright, and got an inspiration point from it. Alright, fair. Oh. What the heck happened here?
Always shop.
Alright, this is confusing me because Shadowheart cast Blast on everybody. And I haven't used another concentration spell. Well, I guess we're gonna recast it. My character, Shadowheart, and Karlak. There we go.
No one's stopped me yet.
And now Shadowheart's gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right here to initiate the fight. And first thing first, Karlak, move up here, or rather Shadowheart.
Blood comes easy these days.
My character is gonna move
Another
up
step forward.
and throw that spider egg sac that we found right up here to just tank the attacks from her. Lots of spiderlings, really good. And end turn here. Shadowheart, stay right there.
I speak, they burn.
Gale,
Outflank, outsmart.
man. This initiative order is not optimal because I was gonna use Karlak to like attack the mother, to summon the father, and then use Gale to just burst damage the father. But anyways, here I guess he's gonna end turn as well. And there we go, pretty good. Shovel's gonna move in, and hopefully, nope, not far enough. It's gonna go invisible.
Let's cover fire, baby.
Now,
Covered.
Karlak is gonna frenzy. And I guess throw an item.
That's it.
Alright, and there is the consort. And he is the last one in the initiative. Alright. And turn. Spiderlings, go. Just attack. And turn. Spiritual weapons gonna lacerate. And there we go. And move out of the way. And the rest of the spiderlings, I'm just gonna randomly move around here. So that hopefully the father attacks one of them. Alrighty. Oh, dang. There we go. Alright, it attacks Karlak. We need to roll a 5. We're not gonna try it. That's quite a lot of damage. And now it's trying to locate a shovel there. Okie dokie. Now,
Allow me to demonstrate.
Gale's gonna drink this potion of speed and use upcast magic missile on the Owlbear mate here to do quite a bit of damage. There we go, plus 8 damage from the electrical charges, and another one. And now it rages. Very good. Gale, get out of dodge.
Need to act fast.
Shadowheart, what do I want you to do? I want you to use your guiding bolt and hopefully hit it. Critical miss. Oh yeah. Why not?
I can't even catch my breath.
Mother is bleeding. Gonna try to use dissonant whispers on her so she can't move. That way she'll have to attack the small spiderling here. There you go. Frightened it. And we're gonna stick up here. where we got good lines of sight. Alright, and turn. Not gonna react. The spiderlings are there to tank the hits, really. Shovel. What can you do? She's already frightened. Try to frighten this mate here for me. And we're gonna use cutting words to try and help out. Need to roll a 2 on our cutting words. I guess we rolled a 1. It happens.
This is gonna feel good.
Spiritual weapons gonna try and tank this attack of opportunities so Karlak can fall back. There we go. Now get back in there. And now Karlax can frenzy throw one of these javelins.
1, 2.
Throws it, very good. And throw another one for me. Very good. Critical hit. 45 HP left. And the spiderling can jump in and attack. Oh, dang. That's actually... wow. That's really good damage from the spiderling. And this guy's gonna try to do the same. And it misses. That's cool too. The father did the multi-attack there because it's raging, but Karlak is frenzied, so she was able to tank some hits. Alright, Shadowheart, do a Radiant Bolt here, or Guiding Bolt. Oh wow, crit. Makes up for that critical miss she got, and heal Karlak as well. And gonna end turn here.
Stay idle.
Gale should be able to finish the father here with the next spell. Gonna cast the level 1, just regular magic missile, and should be more than enough to kill it off. There we go. Good deal. And now upcast magic missile at the mother. Very good.
Still on my feet.
My character's gonna cast Vicious Mockery, I guess, to try and get a disadvantage on its attacks. There we go. And heal Karlak as well. There we go. The mother jumps, rages, and I think somebody is about to have a really bad day. Need to roll a 6 here on one of the multi-attacks. No, it's not worth it. We're not gonna react. Oof. Alright, shovel, just attack it for me. Critical miss.
Ready for another round?
Karlak. Throw your weapons. All of them. There you go, there's one. And here is the second one. Very good. Can the spiritual weapon make it? No. Yeah, it's fine. Just get in there, spiritual weapon. Spiderling's gonna jump and try to attack it. gets killed by attack of opportunity. And this guy, I guess, is also gonna try and attack the mother. There you go. Only 2 damage. Not great. Now,
Stay focused.
Shadow Hearts, just smack it with your weapon. Pull back
Keep going.
and drink a potion. And turn.
Indeed.
Gale, do what you do best. And try and kill her off for me, will ya? Almost, but not quite. But he's got another attack. I'm just gonna use my character to finish off the mother here
Lies before me.
with just a regular bow attack. Missed. Alright.
Gone with the
Fair enough. Gale, just finish her off for me.
Cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
Let the creature live.
Hungry. Food.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
Alright.
Or we've just prolonged its misery.
So, not too bad of a fight, really, but I can see that if you're not prepared for the father, it can be a really bad surprise. And I promise that I won't, like, sick out
What's the story?
information on the legendary actions, but occasionally, you know,
What's this?
unless you go into complete internet blackout, you're gonna see some things. Karlak, go ahead and grab all of your items. Take this hand axe, there we go.
I've got a long road ahead. Should mind my step. What's hiding here?
And now we can continue exploring the cave to find the Seluna's Seluna shrine. Got some more items here.
Might be
Owlbear egg.
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Sounds good. We'll sell it. Or make a giant omelet. Haven't decided yet.
Hey, a shrine to the moon god
There's
Selune.
magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
And we're gonna loot up all of the items here. And in order to open up this gilded chest, we need to find a small prayer sheet over here. There we go. That we'll use to open it up.
With the same symbol as the one on the chest.
And got some books with the lore. Pretty much Seluna and Shar are two goddess sisters, and they've been fighting each other because one is the goddess of darkness and one is the goddess of moonlight. Okie dokie. Let's read the prayer sheet. There we go. A prayer dedicated to Seluna, imploring all to accept the Moon Maiden's blessing and share in her bounty.
My prayers are answered.
You should leave it. Or even destroy it if possible.
But why?
This rubbish is an offering to Seluna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
we're just gonna agree with her to get the approval and then do it anyways. If it matters that much to you, I'll leave it.
It does. Thank you.
Alright, and
My
now
face protects me.
Shadowheart's gonna cast guidance on my character,
No one back home will ever believe
and my
this.
character is gonna just grab all the items here anyways. Yep. There we go.
How farther can I go?
I don't know, I think it might be bugged out slightly, because before, if you tell Shadowheart that you're not gonna touch it, and you try to open it, you had like a sleight of hand check. And if you failed that, her approval drops a lot. Okie dokie. Where to next? I think we're gonna go back to the Blighted Village and grab the Infernal Iron from the smithy there. And afterwards, return to the Druid Grove to sell off some of the loot that I found. But first, a short rest, just in case. Lockpick.
Open up.
I don't think we need any help here. There we go. Pretty easy check. Some
Mind
book
if I do?
to sell to add to the Druid Grove library. You know, I'm a patron of literacy. And here, got some more items and this wooden chest.
Trap. Be cautious.
I am. And we're gonna disarm the trap here. Get guidance just in case. And another easy pass of a check. And it has Highcliff blueprints to make saucer weapons. Read that. Telling that you can make a great sword, a sickle, or a dagger, and you need the saucer bark.
For Sousa bark. If only I knew where to find some.
Don't worry there, main character. I know exactly where to find it. In the Underdark. And this is a slightly more difficult check, but we still passed it with ease, because we are the bard. And we got some items.
Can help damn and patch up my engine.
Yep, so got infernal armor, or metal rather. And this blacksmith node talks about the, describes the metal armor. Not armor. The infernal metal, there we go. Jeez. Now we're gonna warp back out to the Blighted Village waypoint. A little bit quicker. And we'll head out to the infamous barn scene. That's pretty darn funny. But first, we're gonna swap in Astarion for Gale. Get Astarion some approval points. Alright, go to camp. Go to Astarion and
I've known people
change
who are
places.
hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure.
Alright, let's go.
Well, obviously I would, but you have so many excellent.
There we go. And Astarion, go ahead and level up. Because I think I'm gonna bring Astarion and Lae'zel to the Goblin Camp. Because there are plenty of opportunities for them to get some approval. Alright, and here... Bane, why not? Don't think it really matters. Like I said, I don't really plan on keeping Astarion in most fights. Same thing here. Take survival, medicine, and insight. Medicine. And survival. There we go. So at least while we're running around, he has a better chance of spotting treasure. And if you've got really high medicine skill, sometimes you produce 2 of the elixir of potion when you use alchemy. And as always, Cloud of Daggers. And he's gonna be College of Swords with dueling fighting style. There we go. All good.
What to do?
And let's see if this if he can use this Herald crossbow that I got.
Don't touch me.
No, he can't. Alright, I guess Karlach, there you go. You can have it.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright. Here we are. Entertain us.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Gonna open the door, and just a warning, it's nothing explicit, but fairly gross and not safe for work scene here. So here we go. Gonna open the door.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
Open the door anyways.
What the hell are you doing?
Do carry on. There is bookshops in Baldur's Gate that pay well for this kind of smut. And I need all the help I can get here. Here we go. And yeah, there we go. Success.
Tell of my writing, my virility.
Don't want this puny rotting written down.
Puny? I am strong. I am virile. I am
Enough! Oh, a moment ruined. Passion squished like slow goats underfoot. Oh, we leave.
Yeah. And we're definitely not gonna be picking up any strange meat here. Might be human meat. But here there is a nice little dagger that we should be able to grab.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat.
I'm gonna use the investigation to examine the meat. Perhaps there is some trick to removing the dagger. And let's get help from Bard Starion. There we go. Fail. But it's alright.
The dagger is tightly embedded in the carcass. You notice nothing unusual.
Let's try to jimmy it out by carefully wiggling the dagger until it slides free. There we go. Very good.
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
Alright, thank you Mystery Meat for the dagger, and we're just gonna go back to Emerald Grove, like I said, to fix Karlach's engine and sell off some items. That's gonna be good.
Do you have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion? A sweetheart, perhaps?
No sweethearts, no. I prefer savory.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
The little conversations between the companions crack me up. It's a good touch. Alright, Aaron, here you go. Let's trade.
Need anything else? Of course.
Yes.
But please, remember.
Let's trade.
You're not the only one in need.
So I'm gonna add all of my wares, some of these items I found, including the incense, which is actually sells for quite a lot, like 30 gold points a piece. And all of these items that I don't need. There we go. Even this +1 dagger that we just found, I'd rather just sell it. And in exchange, do you have enough gold there? No. Alright. This we're gonna take back. This. $6.29. Gonna take all of these dragon egg mushrooms, gonna help us later on in the Underdark. Rogue morsels for some more potions. A couple of thieves' tools rather. And there we go. Sounds fair. See you later, Aaron.
Silver.
And now I'm gonna go up here to see Damon so he can fix Karlach.
Never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn.
All right, Damon, let's talk. We got everybody here.
How fares the search?
I found the infernal iron you mentioned.
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way.
Thanks, Damon. And now we can talk to Karlak.
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful.
Let's find some evil for you to smack then.
Bring it on.
And now we're gonna return back to this blighted village waypoint and continue towards the goblin camp.
Shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Swish. Never spent much time there myself.
I'll happily take you if we survive this bug's banquet.
Something good here, I hope.
Sounds good. I've always been curious what a Patriarlu looks like.
Alrighty. And here we are for got a small outpost here where the goblins are. Let me just cast Long Strider on Astarion, since he is now a part of the group.
Despite everything.
And we're gonna try and resolve it peacefully. No, scratch that. We're gonna try and use a special dialogue options to throw poop at every single goblin. That's what we're gonna try.
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I'm gonna use the nature skill here to comment about the warg. Glossy coat on that animal. Does she belong to the Norderland Wargata family? And get some help from Shadowheart and Bardic Inspiration from Bardstarian. There you go. Success.
How'd you know? Dumb as a rock, but world class at tearing the throats out of wee ones, she is. Rest of her litters inside in the pens. Beautiful beasts.
She looks fierce. Is she battle tested?
Course. Ripped out 3 bellies on our last raid alone. Be a shame if you came all this way without having a look. But I can't let you pass just like that. Celebrating a raid we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
You can't be serious.
Go on. Don't skimp, neither.
Wink, gather the dung, and fling it at all 4 guards.
I hope that was worth it, Daddy.
Alright, and the fight starts. And I guess it's bugged out because before, if you do it, all of the goblins get a debuff. But it's alright, we should be able to still finish this fight fairly easily.
On the move.
Alright, Shadowheart's gonna summon the spiritual weapon right up here so it can deal with one of the hunters there, or tracker rather. Or maybe not. And then cast Produce Flame and fire off on who? On this tracker ball.
Let's make this quick.
Does 5 damage. Not too shabby.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
And my character is just gonna use the old reliable. Cast this cloud of daggers right up here. And then fall back a little bit.
These boots have seen everything.
Let's have a look.
One of the goblins summons a warg. And we're gonna use the cutting words here to make sure that this attack misses Shadowheart. There we go. The other one was able to hit somehow. Did double the damage too. Which is not great, but not too bad. Alright. What are you gonna do, Karlach? You're gonna take this attack of opportunity from this ward. You're gonna frenzy. Should have frenzied before moving through, to be honest, to take half the damage. And you're gonna throw one of the javelins into this tracker ball.
Go on.
So the ranged enemies are kind of a lot more dangerous most of the times because they'll use like special arrows and stuff like that. Can really mess up your fight. The melee characters are a little bit easier to deal with. And now Karlach's gonna stay on this side of the cloud of daggers. So when all of these melee characters gonna run through, hopefully they're gonna try to attack Karlach. There we go. And she easily tanks all of the attacks. Astarion, what can you do? He's out of bardic inspirations, so he's just gonna use Cloud of Daggers on top of this Sharp Eye Snurd. Silly name, which should kill it on the next turn. And he's gonna use his Vampiric Bite on this Warg Companion summon. Spiderling's gonna attack the Companion. There we go. Karlach's doing great job tanking all the hits. The spiritual weapon's gonna lacerate the tracker up here. There we go. And end turn. Not too bad. Let's see how much health everybody got left. 8. Alright. Create flame. Or produce flame, whatever. Fire on this Sharp-Eyed Snurd. Miss. Part of the plan, you know? Not really. And drink a potion.
Well, so much for peace.
My character. Who's next? Snurd. Rendell. Oak. And Prince. Alright. We're gonna put a whole bunch of them to sleep. This guy should die on the next, on its turn from the Cloud of Daggers. We actually gotta get a little bit closer. Oh, this one is out of line of sight, huh? Well, we'll put those two to sleep. And that's that. Yeah. And cast healing words on Karlak. Sounds good.
Cover me! I'm going for the alarm!
Oh. 1 health left. Boo. Boo. So having that spiritual weapon in melee range caused that tracker to attack with disadvantage, which is always good. Now, Karlak's gonna prepare the attack, and then hit these 3 enemies with her attack. And she's gonna use the reckless attack to reroll. There we go. Good deal. Missed this guy, but killed both of those. And now... No? Why can't I throw? There we go. Oh, requires an action. No, that's bonus action. There we go. Was bugging out there. Killed that snort for me. Good job, Karlak.
This feels good.
Now, Astarion, what are you gonna do? Tasha's hideous laughter. Why not? No. And heal Karlak. Wow. You know what, Astarion? I really need to respect you. You're not doing great here. Alright, Spiderling, get in there. Not gonna use cutting words. Karlak can tank all of the attacks, no problem. The spiritual weapon is gonna fly down. Fly down? No? Why not? Not enough movement. Alright, it's gonna come down here, use the stairs. Very polite-like. And try to finish off this tracker right here. Good deal. Shadowheart, just you keep using your cantrip here. And we're gonna go for the big claw. Focus fire it with all of my characters.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And we'll definitely need to use a long rest after this fight. Or maybe the fight after. There is like a smaller fight there. Let's go with... Sleep. Upcast sleep to put those two to sleep. Realize I said sleep a lot. There we go. And now, and turn.
It's hot in here.
Karlak, finish off this claw guy. And use your frenzied strike to finish or really damage this small guy, small claw. There we go.
These things have stayed.
Very good. And now,
Soldier.
Karlak, go grab your
Nice.
javelins and the hand axe that you threw. There we go. Yeah, it's kinda sucks because pre-patch 6 when and I think it was actually before patch 5 too when I went through this area. Like throwing the poop was at everybody was almost like an auto win. Because all of the goblins like become attack you with disadvantage, so they can't really hit you. But it is what it is, I guess. Alright, then we'll grab all of these items. And there we go. I don't think there's anything else of interest up here. We are gonna take a short rest.
Well, some rest's better than none.
And up here is we're gonna ambush this small group of goblins and then call it a day for the episode. Alright. So we're gonna wait until that guy gets close. Go into turn-based mode.
Someone there.
And Astarion. No, he's still got spell slots. Shadowheart's gonna cast the Firebolt at this fire wine barrel. There we go. Killed one, two of them are severely damaged, and we got plenty of characters to go before them. That one should die on the next turn, so we'll just concentrate on this guy. There we go. Kill it. And turn. And turn. And Astarion, just fire your bow. There we go. Little extra XP is not gonna hurt anybody. We still need like 1600. But should be alright. Let's loot these goblins here, because I'm definitely gonna forget that if I don't do it now. And then we'll call it a day.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Ooh, that's actually a really good drop right there. Alright. Gonna go to camp. And long rest. And we're gonna swap in Lae'zel for Karlach. Let's see, Astarion's got something to say, of course. What's up, Astarion?
There you are. I was just thinking about you. And that delicious moment we shared the other night.
The moment when you bit me?
The very same. I've had this condition for 2 centuries, but truth be told, you were my first. In all these years, I've only ever fed on beasts. Drinking the blood of thinking creatures is a different thing entirely. You were delectable. And now I can't help but wonder how the others taste.
They might not be as open to the idea as I was.
Alas. It doesn't hurt to ponder the question, though. Take Gale, for example. He strikes me as someone whose blood is rich, refined, like well-aged brandy. But the Gith? What in the hells would she taste like?
Something exotic, surely. And Amnen liqueur?
Oh. Well, that sounds very appealing. I'm almost convinced.
This is still theoretical, right?
Absolutely. A mere thought experiment. So, in the spirit of theoretical questions, if you had to take a bite from one of them, who would it be?
I'd risk Karlach.
A brave choice. Although, the more I think on it, the hungrier I get. I better go find something I can actually get my teeth into.
Good hunting.
There's nothing that tasty lurking out in the woods, but I'll make do. Sweet dreams.
Alright, there, Astarion. Let's see. Karlak, you got anything interesting to say?
Hey, soldier.
Nope, not yet. Alright, so we're gonna swap out Lae'zel for Karlak.
Speak. You're full
There we go.
Dismiss someone first.
Take Karlak's place. There we go. And I'm gonna level her up real quick here. And she gets a new feat, which is gonna be ability improvement or Great Weapon Master. Great Weapon Master, we'll take that. Or no, that should be good. Yep, Great Weapon Master. Should be fine. Before I forget, one of the mistakes that people make when they choose this feat is they don't untoggle this passive, so your to hit chance is just
not as bad as it could have.
becomes very, very low. Alright. So actually, I think here is a good spot to stop. On the next episode, we're gonna take this long rest, see if there's gonna be like a scene going on with one of the characters, which is a possibility, and then continue on towards the Selune Temple. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you soon.